In the name of the Father, of the
What?
Son, and of okay. And what it's warrior nun, okay? We have to bless the show before we start. Well, welcome everybody and Shenron. We are back to do the last two episodes of Netflix's Warrior Nun season 2.
Wait,
Um,
finish your
I'm sorry.
prayer.
Oh,
That was
in the
it.
name. Oh yeah.
Oh, amen.
Thank
Or
you.
however they sing it.
Right. Bless the Warrior Nun episode. Okay. No. So like where we left off last week. Oh, Pluto. Hey, Pluto. Oh, everybody has. Never mind.
Like, where's Paula?
Right. I feel now. I feel like the odd man out.
It's okay because Shinron's about to disappear from the
No,
picture.
seriously.
I'm like, could you just
Paula has the attention span of a pit bull, so she'd be here for 2 seconds and then she leave.
there?
So
I'm like, could you just stay on my shoulder?
no.
And every time I put him up there, he's like, I would like to plummet off of your shoulder and anywhere else but here. Anywhere else but here. And there he
Right.
goes.
And
Okay.
there he goes. But yeah.
Love the show, but not the cast.
Right. Not
That's
here
fine.
not here to talk about it. This has been a very, very to be honest, like this was the best season. Well, it's only 2 seasons. This was a really, really good season. I enjoyed everything up to the point where we left off, and I think the last 2 episodes really solidified how good this season was. And if not just again, we have to talk about the fact that the numbers out there, the fan reaction and the fan data and the fan what's the word I'm looking for? The fan what is the one? There's the critics liking it, the fan response, right? Has been great because the critics love it and then the fans just absolutely love it. So now Netflix can't cancel the show, and we're hopefully we're gonna get a third season because they leave off. Let me not get too far ahead of myself. So we are at Adriel's temple, right? Temple of Doom. The mission is basically failed. We forgot to talk about this, but Father Vincent grabbed the crown and dipped. Like Ava saw him grab the crown and he like ran off in the whole like the skirmish or whatever. Adriel is cut, but he's like healing. He's on his knees. He's healing. Cardinal Duretti is literally burnt to crisp on the floor, looking like you're right. And 2 other nuns have been captured.
Yasmin and Camilla.
Yasmin have been captured. So everything is going to shit. Back at Jillian's place, Mother Superior has been shot in the gut, and she crawled and she laid there and she died. Meanwhile,
she was dying.
She died.
She was dying because when they all got to the place, she was like,
she was dead.
Remember me different. Yes,
I thought she died.
Still in the process of dying.
Still
the last episode that we had watched prior, I thought she died too. Like she had her last breath, but no.
Oh
she was
yeah.
She
because
was
it's
still
crazy.
alive.
Right, it's crazy. That's a long ass. Like she held her breath for a minute because that's a long. If I'm thinking about it, right, because the drive from Temple back to Jillian's place was probably not short. It was probably one of those quiet drives, like
there was traffic. Then people were freaking out because of all the chaos. And
right.
meanwhile, she's just there like
okay, I'm gonna wait to die. Hopefully,
I would like to say bye to everybody, but
right. And in between the death, Lilith and Ava had another fight.
Mm-hmm.
They I think she transported her to her home, her house, wherever I think it could have been her house. It could have been Lillian's house, or I'm sorry, Lilith's house. But yeah, that fight was pretty sick. Again, I don't understand how Ava got out of that one, but she did. Look, you can't kill the antagonist yet, right? I'm sorry, the protagonist.
I don't know how she did. She just took the thing and just was like, oh.
That's right. She swung it and took off a piece of Lilith's face, and Lilith was like, "Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna come.
face can
I'll be
come off.
back.
Yeah, but again, like I said, because it looked like Lilith had her number. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how she flukishly got away from it. Cause
Because she's been training and like she was like, okay, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna wait and sense where she's gonna pop up next. Also, when all else fails, just swing some shit around. She can't see me right now. She phased out for a second. So I'm just gonna helicopter this shit. And
it
when
worked.
she pops back up, she is in for a surprise.
I mean, it did work. So let me stop hating. Um, so that happens. She gets out of that, and then they finally get back to Jillian's, and then Superior dies. Like after waiting 45 minutes to die. Like, which is again crazy to me
It's
that
so
that happened.
inconsiderate.
Because like, god damn it. Because hold on. Jillian, dumbass, could have called the doctor, could have taken it to the. I'm saying
No,
in the
did you hear them? They were like, we've tried everything. Like, they just let her lay there, though.
You've tried.
Bruh, like
But
she bled
is
out.
it
Like,
isn't that the thing in most movies though, where like somebody's dying or like they like as soon as they're just like they're like they're dead, like so you're not gonna try CPR, nothing. It's just they're gone. Like
bandages on her. If I remember
you
correctly, it looked like you could see her intestines. Like
Yeah, like aren't you supposed to put
they didn't even
pressure on
put
the
any like
wound?
hit,
Like
no pressure.
nothing. She bled out. So I'm
I gotta
Like,
tell
surprised
you
she.
though, I don't know that I'm putting pressure on intestines. I'm gonna be like, y'all, this is nasty. This is too icky for me. I'ma pray.
That's a dead person. Well,
Well,
that's
apparently
why.
praying worked.
Apparently, because here comes Ava.
Rarely. No.
Right. No. So here comes Ava. When everyone finally gets back, Ava jumps in. Is like, no, Superior, don't die. And then she's like, remember me differently. And then she finally dies. Right. And then Ava cries. So
If
so
you
hold
believe
on.
in Tinkerbell, clap your hands bullshit pissed me off so bad.
I'm about to ask you. Was I the only one that at the time she was doing it thought, okay, that Halo was about to come out her back, like it did for Superior, the episode
Mm-mm,
prior? So I'm the
I
only
didn't
one
think
that thought it
so.
was about to come out her back. I bet.
Yeah.
That's cool. So the Halo isn't rejecting her because she's definitely the chosen one. Not like it's clear
Good.
as day now that she's the chosen one.
And she got hurt. So you good, Mo. So there's this other pod that I listen to from time to time, and they have like a joke off where you can't laugh, and if you laugh at the joke, like they have like a little shock or buzzer thing on your side, and you get buzzed. I would love to do that with Mo. I feel like I would crush
Nah,
that.
nah. I would. No, actually, you know what? If I put my
You put
if
your
I
mind
put
to it.
if I put my mind to it, I'm not gonna lose that. I promise.
All we gotta
So
bring up are
watch.
windows in space and fungus.
And fungus, it's
What
over.
Over.
watch from this point on, I'm not
You're never
laughing. I'm not laughing.
okay.
Cool.
We'll see.
All right,
Cool.
watch.
See.
So so
242.
so Superior like heals, like even a scratch on the face heals. Her leg is good now.
We get to
The-
see her hair.
Right. She's
Right.
kind of hot.
And
I'm
for
just
like
saying.
5 minutes, she looks like 10 years younger.
I'm
Yeah.
saying Superior is kind of hot. Like
She didn't have her habit on. She was just like, wow, I felt like I did with the halo. Like, look at me. I thought she was like done being Mother Superior for a minute. But no.
Listen, because like the way her hair
I
was
would be.
shiny,
I
the
would be
scratch
done.
was gone. I'd be like, you know what? Life is
It's
short.
over. Yeah.
This dude is about to take all of us out. So I'm about to go out here and like be fuck nigga free for for the time that we have left.
See? Didn't do it.
You're so proud. I'm so proud of you. You're growing up. Look at you.
It's called growth.
Let's go grow.
Points to Bree for like
I love that gif. I use it all the time.
So
water.
Oh,
Sharon, did you take my water?
all right, so Superior is back, and then Ava's like, I got it, everyone's talking, Ava kind of like disappears. I gotta go do something. So she steps out for a little bit, which again confused me because I didn't know what she was thinking, where she was going, or what she was thinking. And now the sun is the sun or that another plague, right? Is where like if you're an unbeliever, if
If
you're
you
not
don't believe in
if you're
him,
not possessed, you're gonna get burnt by the sun. So now like
I don't even
you're
think it was possessed. It was just you have to like truly believe in him and his like
true in his
power,
way, right?
because Father Vincent was never like, he never even had to be possessed. He just believed.
Yeah, yeah. So there goes Father Vincent out, out and about, and then he comes up to this mural, uh, where again, someone needs to tell me the time all of this is taking place.
Because somebody painted a whole ass mural in like that 45 minutes she was getting back. But maybe
Artist. I think it was
Banksy. Banksy, you got it.
What was that?
The true crime podcast is going to be for Mo because
He's gonna
it's going to explode internally. Just try not to laugh.
Oh, why did you say Banksy so many times? She said Banksy so many times, and I was just like, I felt like she was doing it on purpose. Yeah, as many times you said Banksy.
Sometimes you gotta sound it out.
I've been there. This point on, I'm not laughing.
Just give it up, man.
No, I'm serious.
It's not a competition.
I have to prove it to myself that I could go through that pod and not get shocked. So
you
yeah,
know what?
Laugh. Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
Mm-hmm. And so Ava happens to also come on the mural, which to me didn't make again. I'm not. You know what? What I'm not gonna do now at this point is question the plot or question how things just magically work together, because this is supposed to be.
No, this isn't even a plot hole thing, because someone at the Oscars could trip and fall on their face and your ass could be out, and I will find that shit online in less than 2 minutes. That's true. Life. It's not her fault she went viral.
And everybody was watching it live.
No. I'm not asking about the mural. I'm saying, how did she know to walk up to that exact same spot where
she told them?
I thought they like called him and was like, "Yo, meet me."
No, what? She said, no. I saw you lose faith in Adriel while you were grabbing the crown. I knew you were going to need to think on this. And because you are a fucking drunk, I knew that you would be near the closest bar that is near his church.
Oh, okay. See,
I missed that.
That's exactly why Keem is here, for real, because like
I'm here to point out all the shade that is thrown. She was like, I knew you were gonna be near the closest bar.
I'm like, yo, how did she know he was gonna be right here? And you know what? Because you know what's funny about that? Do Ready called him out on that shit the week in the last episode. Said, you think Adriel believes in you? I found you, bruh. In the gutters, drunk out your mind. I gave you purpose,
right? Anyway, and I know you're not the chosen one. I know he's not God, because you're the chosen one, and God wouldn't do that. Loser.
So they have a conversation, kind of like a come to Jesus moment, and she's like, I don't really forgive you, but I need you right now, period, and you can help. So she sneaks him into Jillian's compound and uses his what's the material name?
Divinium.
I almost called it vibranium. Uses his divinium tattoos to break his connection to Adriel.
I don't know if that's what she meant to do.
I don't think that's what she meant to do, but I think that's what happened.
Like, how is she?
She's just finding
doing all of this. Yeah,
like I think she's just tripping and falling into power sets. It's like
she's guessing.
She's literally just like letting the halo take the wheel. Letting Jesus take the halo.
Take the wheel. I can do this.
I
So
believe in you.
he does, and he bleeds divinium all over the place because apparently whatever she did made the ink fall out of his tattoos, which was crazy,
The
ugly to
divinity.
look at.
Yeah, that's gonna
And
be hard to get
she,
off the carpet though.
bruh,
Like that carpet shampooing bill, ridiculous.
I mean, she's like a billionaire, right? She's a tech. She's a tech. She's a
She
tech.
can
Is
afford
she
it.
still a billion? I guess.
She
Yeah,
can afford it.
she can afford
I
it.
just know if it were my shag carpet,
I'd be
somebody would be getting their
mad.
ass beat.
Nah, seriously,
Like, I
Vincent.
got divinium ink all on my damn carpet.
His second knee would be gone. That's all I gotta say. And so she's like, I know what I think I know what I have to do. I got to put the crown on my head and finish. Because while it was on her head the first time, she had a vision. I think she wanted to finish, go through whatever the vision was and find out what it is she needs to find out. She puts the crown on her head and she
That was a
goes.
lie.
Huh?
I thought she had a no when she was doing that ink shit with what's his
Oh
face?
yeah, she goes. I know what I have to do now.
Got into Adriel's head
Right,
as well.
right.
That's how they were
And she
talking.
was like, "Oh, he's
before.
scared. I know
Yeah.
he's scared. I know
I know
he's
he's
scared
scared.
of the crown."
Something in the
Crown.
crown thing, something about a truth, but she couldn't see because Adriel like pushed them out.
Right. And so she's like, I
And,
think I know what I have to do. And then she puts the crown on her head.
Like
She
you.
goes
and then
into
she goes
this.
back to that place where Harry Potter died.
Mhm.
I'll keep going for you, Mo. So
That
she
one
goes
was-
back to that dark place where Harry Potter was when he died. He was going there to meet not Gandalf. I'm mixing
Voldemort. No.
no. Dumbledore. Can we
Voldemort?
get some easier names for these shows, please?
Dumbledore.
For these
Right.
fandoms. But instead of Dumbledore showing up, the Tarrasque come back and they're like, we have been trying to contact you about your extended car warranty, and we're not taking no for an answer. But this time she sees Rhea.
Yes. Rhea. Did we see what
She
Rhea
looks so
told her?
unbothered.
We didn't hear what Rhea told her, right? Because by the time Rhea and her started talking, they cut back out and
All we saw was,
B,
or all we heard was, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
right.
Yeah.
And so B's here, the new black nun here, and they're about to beat the shit. No, B's about to really, really beat the shit out of Vincent. And the black nun is like, hold on. She looks, it looks like she might have done this to herself. So let's just wait. Huh?
Glitter just farted.
Oh. Yo, I'm like, do we need to call? Never mind. Do we need to call 911? So Vincent is like, no, she did this to herself. Let's let her, go through the process. And listen, I thought B was gonna break his neck, like she was gonna like dog him, but apparently she whatever. I think it was either B or Camilla that goes.
B was about to beat his ass, and then Ava was sat up and took that shit off herself.
Right.
Because they were like, how are we supposed to know when she's like done? Because she can't take the crown off herself. And then she was like, say less. I'm in a better place.
I'm super done. We got a new plan. We know what we have to do. Camilla is about to get taken over by a demon. Her new boo is taking her to go get demonized. And here comes Yasmin to the rescue. Right.
To the rescue. Like, how sad is it that you fall for a dude named Todd? Like you're fighting for a guy named Todd. And then
didn't they abandon him though? Like they didn't really do anything.
Nah, he just left his ass. Like after she knocked him there, left. Because I mean, honestly, what were you supposed to do? He's possessed. What, you escape and take him to go be what's her name real quick to like get the demon? Nah. To be very honest, I didn't expect Camilla's response to be like, no, I'm gonna stay here and try to get the others, or try to help here. I'm like, yo, let's go.
You
Okay.
gotta be out.
We out. And Camilla's
That's
nah.
crazy.
Right. Like Camilla
She
said
didn't even
no.
know about Mother Superior almost dying.
No.
She was just like,
Nobody
Yeah.
knew. Right. Which, you know what? I gotta give it to her though. I gotta give it to, because we've seen her kind of grow in the season. I mean, well, technically grow throughout towards the end of last season, but she's really, really hit like a different
her
level.
reason for joining.
Huh?
Her reason for joining was sad.
That was super sad
That
because
was
you're
so sad.
like, your mom can't afford to feed you and you're tired of being a burden, or feeling like you're a burden, so you commit your whole life to the church, like, and not even like for
Thanks, Jake.
yes, warrior nun, not not even that. Is that not what it said? That's what
Technically,
it
it's
said.
warrior none.
Yeah, I can't hold the you're that far.
None.
True.
You know what the ooh sounds like? You know what the ooh sounds like, Bree?
Oh,
Yeah. I'm supposed to not be laughing anymore, and I'm actually doing pretty good. If I
Let it
gotta
out,
say so
man.
myself.
Let it
Huh?
out.
No, I'm
This is
all
a this
right.
is a safe space. This is a healing space.
you can laugh. It's
Oh,
okay.
no,
Show those pearly whites.
I'm, s- I'm super. I'm super good.
The
Okay.
things that you are so simple.
It's really
um,
like, because like there'll be like some legit jokes that I won't laugh at, and it just be like the dumbest shit that just has me
it's
going.
always the stupid shit that I don't think is actually going to make anybody laugh, and I look over and you're like, which I appreciate. It boosts my ego, so I appreciate it. um, but yeah, that was super sad to find out, and it wasn't necessarily that she felt like she had this calling
Right, because
to
everyone
be in
else
the
has a
church.
calling, a purpose, and she's just, well,
Yeah, she just wanted to be a part of something.
Jake knows what he's fucking talking about.
Let the giggles out, bro. That
I'm
should be a
good, man.
t-shirt.
My nickname used to be Giggles.
That is actually quite
I feel
frightening,
like that's
Bree.
super spot on.
That sounds like some serial killer shit. Like, maybe I'm also thinking about that movie from the 80s, Dr. Giggles, where he was a killer dentist. Yes. So continue, Mo. Continue. Sorry. This is why we have to do these earlier in the day, because by the evening, my attention span is.
I need a second. There we go. Oh, Yasmin Clark. Yep. Yasmin. Yasmin saves Camilla, and we're back. We're back at Jillian's mansion. Everyone has a plan. Everyone knows the plan, and leaving to go execute the plan. And then I think B says to Superior, she's hiding something, and Superior says to B, keep an eye on her. And I'm like, yeah, just an eye, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so
she said that, and then she was like, Ava, I get it though.
Right.
Right.
I did the same
Superior,
thing.
right. So after everything, Superior's like, I get it. So they walk out. Everyone is like, and then they get into the van. This is the sweet part, right? They get into the van, and Vincent is about to get on the van, and I think B's like, you ain't riding with
No.
us. You can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us, right?
We know you. We don't really. And of course, Ava's like, come on. It's mission time. Nuck if you buck. Like, let's
We
go.
actually need him. We need
Right.
him to get into the place. So I don't like him. I don't trust him. He stinks, but we need him to get in. So we're gonna have to like sit here and hope for the best. She was thinking it. She didn't say it. I'm paraphrasing.
So,
Bree had a light bulb.
No, I just remembered something we forgot to talk about. When Ava had the crown on and she was in the darkness and those trash were about to like murder her, and then Ray was like, "Let her come on to me."
Come unto me. Like, are you really talking like that in 2022? I know you're in another realm, but That
Oh,
realm
yeah, he's
moves
laughing.
way
He's
faster.
He muted.
He's disappeared. I need to know which part is got you, Mo. Once you regain your composure.
If you're curious, you lasted 13 minutes.
I wasn't
Nice.
laughing. Okay.
Mhm.
I was not laughing. Okay. I promise. I went over there not to laugh.
Mhm.
That's
Got
why I
you.
stepped off, not to laugh.
Okay, OJ, if you were to laugh though, what part got you?
He looks so disappointed.
If I did laugh, this is what I would have laughed at.
Yes, if I did laugh, which I didn't, but if I did, it was the "Come On to Me" in 2022. Those two things
Girl, you
would
still
have
talking
would
like
have
you
set
out of
me
the
off.
Old Testament? Just get with the present.
Right. So they get in the van, they get to the spot, get to the church. And so while they're at the church, it's like, and then they're about to get on, right? And then because there's a guy with them, which is about to be crazy funny, right? Michael is with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's also dressed as a nun in a habit.
Oh yeah, and Michael called Adriel Eurotrash Jesus, and I was no good. Like, yeah, we got to go deal with Eurotrash Jesus because.
And so, okay. And so Vincent is like, oh, these are Adriel's virgins that he wanted, right? And they have to be untouched. Don't to make sure the guards don't search them. And as they're about to get through, one of the guards looks up and sees Michael in his habit. Michael goes,
Hey, love is love, sir.
I peed my
Let me
pants.
through.
I'ma just say that. Peed my pants. Because go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because the whole virgins not to be touched. And I think it was super weird that the one guard was like, bro, it's 2022.
Exactly. I think the weirder thing is for him to be like, these are his special virgin guests, and like, don't touch them or they'll be sullied. And I'm sure each guard was thinking Adriel finna have like a orgy. And nobody thought, like, is this something God would do? Like, according to the Bible?
Well, I feel like all of Adriel's followers aren't thinking. Like, they're all demon possessed, aren't they?
Not all
I think
of them.
maybe the guards are.
The guards are for sure. But
For sure.
the other thing I thought was weird
Really,
is that I guess once the demons possess a human body, like, you can't tell they can't tell other demons amongst themselves.
Which is weird.
Which I mean,
they should all have demon sight. If
because in Supernatural they know. So
don't they do the little
stop blending
the little eyes? This is what I do with my whole life, Mo. I have walked around all day in a Star Trek shirt with Star Wars boots on. So
I would love to see the boots. Listen.
Are they like?
You know what? Once we're done, I'll show them to you.
I would absolutely love to see the boots.
I call them my Chewbacca's because they're like fuzzy, like Chewbacca with the little sash on the side.
Stop. You call them your what, King?
Chewbacca's. Chew boot cup.
Why would you say that?
Because they're Chewbacca boots, and that's too long to say.
Why would you say that? Oh my
god. So while Mo is processing.
Oh, my head! Oh, I can't feel myself.
God, real tears.
That was it. You broke me. She
Sorry.
boot cuz? Like, what is I'm sorry, Bree. Bree's all confused. Like, what? Like, that was it?
That's the thing that got you.
Oh. Okay. I got it
So
now.
okay.
No,
Okay,
you
so
don't get
this is the
anything
thing.
after that. That was
Okay.
very. It should hurt.
Okay, no, that actually hurt to do that because I think holding the laugh in
That hurt me.
all day. Okay, so the thing I
All day,
find
all
with that
13 minutes.
13 minutes, the thing I found weird with that scene was so after they get past the guards, you get Camilla and Yasmin come through, and the first thing they do is throw off their habits. Now I'm thinking to myself, like the guards are literally right there. You
They
you
literally
They
haven't
can
walked like 5
see you.
They walked
right?
5 feet and revealed themselves.
And then they stopped and had a full powwow, which I was like, what the fuck? Why are you sitting here
Keep
having a
it
conversation?
moving. Exactly.
Go someplace private, work out your plan, and then go from there instead of like, and then when the guards are like, what are y'all doing over there? Instead of just ripping off your robes and going into full battle mode, just be
Fall
like,
back
oh,
home.
dude, we're just trying to figure out where
Where
to
to
take
go?
the virgins
Mhm.
and keep it moving.
They get into battle mode. They do this little fight down there. Then they break up. Uh,
Yasmin gets to be
Michael,
a warrior nun.
That's
Michael,
right. Yasmin is inducted into the battle
And
nun.
kick some ass.
right?
Fist
You know
one
that's
liner.
the worst. That's the worst way to be inducted into the Warrior Nun thingy because it's like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I don't want to be inducted in the middle of a fight. Can we get some training first? You know, a little formal training,
Something. Yeah.
something. Because just jumping into the Warrior Nun battle mode, like chill, bro. Like I ain't got it like that. But you know, she held her own though. I got to give it to her. So
Very proud of her.
they do break up. Yasmin, Bigo, um, Camilla, and the Black Nun go off,
Mm-hmm.
and then Michael. No, Camilla,
Goes
Black
off by
Nun.
itself.
Yeah, Camilla, Black Nun, and Vincent go off because
Really
Vincent
not
is
know
like,
her name.
Yeah, we have to
I
figure out Black Nun's name because you
I
can't
was
keep calling her a Black Nun.
I was trying to call her Mary, like, but then she's like not the Mary. Maybe
We could
new
call her
Mary,
not Mary, I guess.
new Mary.
Maybe New Mary.
Maria.
Wait, that's her name.
Maria works.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was like, so I mean, obviously Vincent is like, I know a way to distract them, so I'll go with you guys while you go put the bomb or put whatever on the cross. And then Michael and Ava's like, yeah, we're gonna go this way real quick. You know, you're shaking your head.
That's not how that happened.
It's
How'd that
not.
happen?
Michael slipped off during the fight. Like he took
Yeah.
Ava's sword
Right.
and they made eye contact and he was like, and she did a
Oh,
little head nod and he
and
ran
then they
off.
went off. And then they went off.
And then they
together.
were like, "Where'd Michael go?" And Ava was like, "Oh, he said that he was gonna do this.
He went
And
to go
She
find
was
the
like,
ark.
"You lying bitch."
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
And
and
then Beatrice started looking at her like how women, like when you know your man is cheating, you can't quite prove it yet, but you know something isn't right. And so he's like talking and you're just like, I know you lying. I can feel it. I sense you're lying. But she was like, okay, we're all gonna go this way while Michael goes to look for the ark. And then Ava led them into a dead end.
Dead end. You're right. And then she separates from them. I forget how.
She just kind of, peace out, I love you, and then just phases down.
Oh yeah.
That kiss scene. So
Yeah,
that was like so frustrating and sweet and sad. Dora. Oh, that's so racist.
Wait.
The
What?
Black Nun. Her name is Dora. And then she was doing all the Dora Milaje shit.
You know
Oh.
what? I'm gonna just keep it pushing. So
That's probably best.
All I could think was Dora the Explorer.
that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was like, wait.
But then you pointed out the melodic. So yeah.
I think they even gave her a spear, but sorry,
No.
continue.
No.
Did they not? Maybe
You know
that was
what?
I think that was Beatrice.
Are you sure?
One
you're
of them
not-
had like a staff that
Oh, that
definitely
was definitely
extended and
B.
had
That was
little
definitely
stabby things
B.
at the end. Okay.
With a, it was like a little pen staff thing. That yeah, it was definitely. Whew.
That was close. Sorry, makers of Warrior Nun for being too quick.
Ooh.
Too quick to
Ooh.
throw out the words. My
Right.
bad. Retracted.
So they B says, the thing, B and Ava have a moment and she phases down. B's like, nah, you're not going nowhere without me. And then she's like, Yasmin, we got to go find her. And then they start going through the, temple like a maze. I think they figure out that it's going to be, it's the way because I think Yasmin had told her that he was trying to church, and it was like they figured out it was going to be at the bottom.
His first church was upside down.
Right. And so they had to go find
red flags as a believer.
All of it just seems weird.
Everything
but I
is
think,
just red flaggy, but
I think the overarching theme is that people and faith, like your faith isn't as strong now, and you need to see something. You need something tangible.
Correct.
And so,
Correct.
because you can't see how God is working, but you can see Adriel doing all of these things, people are very easily swayed, especially that bitch ass Christian. Yeah, like.
But wasn't Christian possessed?
No. He was like not possessed. He just believed.
He just remember he stepped away from the church because he didn't have faith in the Catholic Church. So he stepped away from that and put his faith in technology, and then somehow
that technology brought him Adriel.
You know the craziest thing about Christian? Thanks for bringing him up. He was dressed as a priest of Adriel. He fully went from wearing a suit, the same gray suit from season 1, still wearing the same gray suit in season 2. He went from wearing the gray suit to wearing a full ass robe with a belt and a little hattie hat on top of his head.
Adriel's Pope.
Facts, with a Bible,
mm-hmm.
even, which was crazy to me because when he and Vincent meet up, he's like, "Oh, I see that you've lost your faith. We're gonna capture you." So I think that's what Vincent said is like, "Oh, I have a way to distract them," and I'm pretty sure just me showing up myself is gonna be distracting enough. Fairly enough, he does distract them. What's her name is able to. This is, I think, also a really great part is when B meets up with Michael. They meet up with Adriel, who is trying to open a portal. So that's one thing happening. Dora, hold on, it was like 3.
B meets up with Michael.
Sorry, Ava meets up with Michael. And so
and then he dies in 5 seconds.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to set up the battles because it was like 3 battles going on.
Set the scene, Mo. Set the scene.
Right. Like, okay, so that's one part of it. And then on the other side of it, Beatrice has put on her little chain mail mat. Listen, I'm sorry. Let me shut up.
She should have been the Warrior Nun. Like, when I was watching that scene, I was like, she deserves that fucking halo. And cry during the scene, like
oh my god,
it's so good. I don't even just it was art the way she
deserves a lot more
flowed through.
And I think what's not to be lost in that is Yasmin watching it. Like, she's like, whoa. I'm sure she was getting turned on as well, but she's watching it.
Okay, I did not say that.
Maybe I'm probably projecting. B, did you catch that? B, I'm projecting. But yeah.
Okay, but the warning she gave.
Huh?
Who?
B, the warning she gave.
The warning. She was like, if y'all just step aside, I will grant you mercy.
You are the only thing standing between me and Ava. I will grant you mercy if you step aside. Or or you can never walk again, or
Like I
something.
said, like I said, Yasmin was getting turned on by all of that. Um,
They let her. They gave her time to put it down and everything.
it's the
Literally
anime.
pressed in front of them,
It's
and they
the
didn't do shit.
it's the anime transform thing, right? Like you gonna watch your opponent transform, going to Super Saiyan 1, Super 2, 3, blue,
You're just
black,
sitting there the whole
or
time.
like you're gonna watch Voltron like become Voltron in your face, like
One of my friends the other day had sent me this girl on, I guess maybe
it's a,
IG, probably TikTok, but I don't have TikTok. So I'm of the generation that waits for TikTok videos to flow to one of the other
everywhere else.
social media platforms. But it was like two anime characters about to fight, and the other one like, you just wait till I power up with my, and while they're powering up, their opponent like
He
slaps
jumps
them in
her.
the face.
Right.
And it's like, why would you hit me? I was in the middle of powering up. You have to let me do that. Like, why would I let you power up? Like, I don't want to see what you're like at full of power. I have
You
the upper
gonna
hand
watch
right
me.
now.
Exactly.
Like, no, you have to watch me. Like, okay, do it. And then he smacks her again. Like,
So like yeah, but watching Beatrice give the nuns give those guys like a warning, a really I have to point this out. Yasmin was getting turned on by watching Beatrice. So she's like,
so much
you know,
so. Can we just talk about that bitch ass cardinal?
oh yeah,
Like,
straight up.
just
His fucking.
I thought she was gonna stab him in the eye. I was
Weird.
like, stab him in the not eye.
stab him in the
No.
other eye. Stab him in the other eye. He needs to be fully
She
blind.
did so good.
She
She
did
did.
so
She
good.
got her ass kicked though.
I
That
mean,
ass
sure, but like
for someone that hasn't
so
really fought
good.
before. She did so good, and I
And he
think
was like, "I just need a hostage," and she's like, "I'm no hostage.
I'm no
warrior."
hostage. Mm.
I do
And
I
She just cut
love.
him. She did
I
not
was about to
just cut
say.
him.
I love her the way she won that fight because she didn't just like she because he was so confident. It was like that's it. She's like, huh,
that's all you're gonna do.
It's gonna take
And
more
also
than that.
to kill me. And she's like, oh no, femoral
no,
artery,
no,
bitch.
you're gonna
Like
bleed out like
that's
a
it for
stuck
you.
pig, right?
Oh, and she let him know that no, you did not kill Superior, so you have failed all around.
Right, you're such a fucking failure as a man. Because I think that was that the one. No, that one that was being sexist to her, right? That was one that
Yeah.
kind of was protecting her,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which
Yeah,
is weird.
that was. But then, like, once everything went down, he was under the table trying to get her, and she like
Right.
kicked him and scurried off.
Right.
I loved his last few words of just, "Oh, you
You
unholy, bitch."
unholy bitch! Like the irony of it all.
That was my favorite line ever. I just want to have that repeat.
And then okay, was anyone else besides me like worried that what when Camilla went to touch the cross and instead of just blowing the cross up, she was like, Adriel.
You're too early, but yeah, I was worried.
Okay,
I was
cool.
very
Because
worried.
okay, so now let's go back into the basement real quick. Because I know this is the part Bree wants, right?
And this is so stupid. I literally looked up. For some reason, Michael was like 10 feet in front of Ava. And then Lilith comes into Vampire Diary, rip his heart out.
Oh,
the
because
back.
they didn't do the blow up thing, didn't they? I thought they did. I thought that's how we did.
No,
No, because why were you guys so far apart? You're literally a bomb together, and you guys separated, and then you got your heart ripped out. Also, I feel like their plans do not include how to prepare for Lilith.
Because no one
they have
again,
no contingency.
no communication. Because how is it that no one says, well, Ava after fighting Lilith twice, she'd be like, oh, by the way, right?
It's never like, hey, yo, Lilith has fucking wings and can kick my ass like nothing.
Right.
Nothing has
Never
changed.
talks about
Just
it.
an FYI.
And it's crazy, right? Because Lilith was with them the first episode and then wasn't. They never talk about her when they get to Jillian's. They never talk about her after the fight. And like, she impaled you on the sword, my guy. Like, you should at least be like, by the way, Lilith, I don't think she's on our side anymore. So let's plan ahead.
She does so much more damage than any of the other followers, and they never talk about how to handle her.
Right.
Like Ava gets her ass kicked by her every time.
Every time, but always gets like maybe that's what it is because she always gets the upper hand in the end, and then Lilith like runs off.
Right.
Yes, but like she's also like, oh, I can handle this alone. But I'm like, if Lilith's there, you can't. And Lilith just keeps popping in.
Mm-hmm. Messing you up.
Michael died for nothing.
No, did he really die for nothing? Because I thought
Absolutely
so
nothing.
did the bomb still
Absolutely
go
nothing.
off? How did Adriel
Eventually,
get cut? Okay.
Eventually,
but no, but
eventually.
that was
Oh,
that.
Michael still died like a little punk.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that was
first of all, my little kid. Okay, let's
Mhm.
be real. He's still a child.
yeah.
He's still like 7. Like
That's
Because
not true.
he's just grown in the spirit world. In our world, he's still 7. So I think he still thinks like he's
No.
7.
No, because Lilith said she experienced like hours and days in
Oh,
that.
you're
So
trying to give him. You're trying. No, I'm saying you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not an
he grew
adult.
up. He
Okay,
was in there for a while. He was in there
he's
for
not an
months.
adult. He's still a child because apparently he thinks like one. He's listen.
No, he grown and he's stupid.
Why?
I
I'm
just
kind
fair.
of giving it.
Okay.
he was gonna do. He literally walked right up to Adriel, which I think Adriel could have killed him by himself, even without
Right,
him to come rip his heart out.
right.
And then why'd you
Oh
go
yeah,
so
because
far to pull the
he's like
trigger?
it's time for you to your day of vengeance has come, and it's time for you to like suffer the
Hmm.
like. Are you monologuing right now, sir?
Right, and that's what villains are
Like,
supposed to do. Right, heroes are
yeah.
not supposed to
Do
monologue.
anything. Nothing. And also, their entire plan was based on a theory. And he like walked away from his trigger. Literal trigger. He was a walking bomb and he walked away
He
from his
walked away from his
You know what the
detonator.
funniest part of their plan was? It's always the funny part of their plan is they always have to repeat the line like nothing on here can kill him. Are you sure nothing
Are you
here can
sure?
kill him?
Like,
Yeah,
ish.
I'm not
Hey.
from here, so
Also, I don't understand why Michael said that. He's from Earth.
Like, sir,
it's like I'm not from here, so
like your mama
technically.
is here.
Like,
Oh God.
I'm so dumb. And then afterwards, when Ava, as soon as Michael died, all Ava did was cry
Mhm.
and just kept crying. Which, like, sure, her halo wasn't working because of the cross and blah, 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 blah. But then she just watched as they dragged Rhea in, which I
Mhm.
don't know what was happening there, but I guess the demons were just dragging her in and forcing her. Where the fuck were the Trask then? But whatever. She got dragged
Also, like, what power does she have? Like, I
in.
get maybe you get jumped by multiple demons, and so they're dragging you in, but then like they pulled her through the arc, and she was just
Standing there.
just standing there,
Oh.
I don't know
I'll
if
just
you
make this
guys
your business.
have ever seen the He-Man Masters of the Universe movie from the 80s,
Mhm.
but the sorceress was very useless. And
Very.
that's how I feel Rhea was like in that moment. Like, girl,
So
snap your fingers, do something.
She didn't look solid at first.
that's what
Yeah,
I
it
was
was like
about to say.
she
Do
was
you
still
think?
coming into
So I'm thinking. Do you think Rhea is from? So now this is the bigger question, right? And I think I was saving this to ask at the end of our breakdown. But I guess I can ask it here. Do you think they're actually from that universe, or do you think they're from somewhere else and they got trapped there, and they want to use Earth as a way to get back? Because Adriel's villain monologue literally goes, he's like telling us how like someone is bringing a war here. There's like he's trying to help us, like for real. Yes, he's doing it the way he's doing it, but he's really for us by us, and like
not Fubu Adriel.
and he's really for us, right? Like he's really trying to help us. Like it's not what we think, and it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, I think he got me a little bit because I'm like, you know what, something because it
See, that's
wasn't
that bullshit. That's how they get you. That's how they get you right there. That's that
because
Monique, I love us for real bullshit. And now people are like, give her the Netflix special. He's like, no.
You know what I felt like was a
he
good
sounded scared.
conversation that I felt like one of the things I really like about Ava is that she doesn't believe.
True.
but she
in
does.
anything.
Yeah, like she doesn't believe, but she does believe in doing what's right.
Mhm.
You know, like Adriel wasn't giving people a choice. If he was just being himself and just like, hey, believe me, and if not, then whatever. I don't think they would have given her shit.
Yeah.
But like he was forcing demons on people, blah 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 blah. That was all wrong. And so Ava was like, no, that's right. But then like Ava and Michael having that conversation about like, I died. There's nothing past this.
This is it.
This is it.
Right.
And like he was because like he was like, you got to embrace death to be enlightened and blah 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 blah.
Right.
And
That's
she's
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
God,
Like,
I've died. Nothing's there.
There's nothing there.
so
But also
now,
maybe there's nothing there because she never believed.
or
I was thinking maybe she'll like go to something. Well, the end. Sorry. What do you want, Mo?
all right. So Adriel gives his villain speech, and the fight happens. He gets Michael dies, and I think everything was going according to Adriel's plan until we go back upstairs, all the way to the first floor, not the basement, not the mid floor, the first floor, where
The mezzanine level.
right. What's her name? Grabs the cross. Adriel, blah blah blah. She cuts him off a little
What's her
bit.
You say
Camilla. She's like Adriel, and she's like, and then she does the thing she does, and then they blow up the cross after like fighting all these people, and then people now start scampering.
Yeah, and snapping out of it. Like it was
Right.
like there were moments where they were like, wait a minute, what are we doing?
This is why I asked. This is exactly why I feel like Christian wasn't himself, because he
No.
did snap out of it.
He did have a moment where he like looked like
I feel like that wasn't until the end when Adriel actually died and he was sad.
You sure he was sad or he snapped out?
I mean, I guess technically snapped out. I feel like he felt the loss of his god or whatever. But no, I just want to point out that Vincent told Superion, or Superion was like, I'm gonna let your actions speak for your redemption, and then that will be it. And then during that fight scene with Camilla and the cross and all that crap, he was just standing there. And I was like, where are your fucking actions?
His knee broke. What is he supposed to do?
He got arms.
still fight. Yeah. That other leg works. If you don't
He has
like
no
try to figure out
balance.
how to do a flying scissor kick or something.
And they were watching, and I was like, "Where are you fucking?"
First of all, Vincent is like 78 years old with a broken knee. Okay, not 78, like maybe 50 with a broken knee. What is he supposed to do? Because I feel like he'd be a liability at that point.
Did a shit ton for
He would be.
Adriel.
I mean, if he had a gun,
for us,
He could have got a gun.
he could have got
Anyway.
a gun. But are you okay?
And
So
he's
now
nice with his hands. His legs
this-
ain't got nothing to do with he could have
right. But this is another part of the show that kind of bugged me a little bit, just a little bit. They were killing the fuck out of those guards. Those guards are people.
They did not give a fuck.
and all we saw was headshot. Like wait.
Wait, I hope
When-
Todd
oh,
isn't
God.
in one of these people. Like,
When
hopefully
Beatrice, like,
Todd.
threw a knife through Ava. She's like,
Yeah.
She
Ava,
was like,
phase.
Ava,
Right
phase.
into his face.
So glad that worked, by the way.
How would you
That was
know?
the end of the show. That's how it would have gotten edited if it didn't get a third season.
Nah, seriously, that's
Ava
how.
phase. Ooh. Ooh.
So I guess
Guys, we're
ain't
gonna
no
have to
di-
wrap it up.
Right. It's B's turn.
Or Camilla, when she shot that guy in the neck, she was like, nailed it.
So like, but yeah, like they were killing the fuck out of these people, and I'm like, wait a minute, because we literally saw Todd go from like sweetheart in the prison to becoming like a demon guard, and like, so these are people, like,
Right.
Some of them are not, like some of them probably went there on their own, and some of them are just like got captured on the street, like Todd. So like, what the fuck, bro? Like, can you not kill everybody in sight?
No, they all die.
You was about to say something. You was about to say something, but they don't
die
all
every day, B.
Right? They don't, because again, B fucked like 6 people up. So again, I mean, the Cardinal deserved to die because he was a piece of shit.
I mean, the Cardinal was making moves. He was actively.
Right.
Yeah.
and maybe who else? Yeah, that's about it. That's about the only person I feel like deserved it.
Christian, but he didn't die.
I know, right?
No.
Because Christian should have died for real, for real.
I mean, he was one of the ones that might have deserved it a bit. He fucked over a scientist lady for no reason.
Yeah.
None.
Also,
So I'll be back in
something
the basement.
about
Oh,
I was just gonna say I was bugged by, like, when I think about the gospel songs that we hear, they are so lively and full of words and praise and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. Adriel's prayer and like hymns was just his name over and over again.
Adriel.
because he
Like,
is. What's the word I'm looking? He's self-absorbed. I mean, this is the
he's a
this is the
narcissist.
same.
Yeah.
Right, he's a narcissist. This is the same guy that was like, "What should I wear to my unveiling?" Like,
About to kill him with the Gucci.
what's like,
His halo. It's not even his halo.
He
it's
stole
not
the
even his halo. He stole it, right?
And that's
So
This man has been driving his girlfriend's car around town the whole time, picking up bitches and telling them it's his. Oh,
facts,
the nerve,
facts.
the audacity,
The gall, the gumption.
the unmitigated gall.
so so we're back in the basement. The cross is blown up, and
the fight. The fighting.
yeah, they're fighting. Um, Adriel, they somehow get Adriel close enough to Michael's corpse.
Because Adriel and Ava were fighting, and once she looked back and she saw Michael's corpse, she's like, I mean, he's dead, but he still got that divinium in him. So she kept fighting, but like backing up. So she was
Backing up.
making him
Adriel's
come back,
dumbass,
like come to
right?
her. Yeah.
It was stupid. I'm sorry. He is kind of stupid. Also,
Adriel?
Lilith is stupid because she could have been how Michael's body and phase
Lilith got
away.
from the sword because she finally did her whole "I'ma sense you," blah 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 blah, and then
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, she clipped her wing, right?
and that's when it was Adriel and Ava.
Her arm.
Ava was like
Right.
slowly going back, and then B finally comes down and she's like, "Ava, no!"
Don't
And
do
then-
it.
But then she's like, "Too bad." It blows up, and they're like, "Oh, we did it.
We did it.
Right, it's-
And I was like,
it's
that
so
was
funny.
entirely
And then-
too easy.
It's over."
Right,
And then
you
all we
see-
hear
you
is just,
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is the hardest shit I've ever seen.
and that was when Michael died for nothing.
Yes, Michael would have died for nothing
Said
either
earlier,
way.
but even if they
Like,
did it,
she couldn't even bring him back because he was
he was
He was
exploding.
flat.
yeah.
Right, he was everywhere. Michael would have died for nothing regardless. I don't, but I knew, I had a feeling that stupid bomb was just gonna be a stupid bomb. It wasn't gonna do nothing to him, or maybe it was supposed to weaken him enough to where someone
Maybe
could
it could
stab him with a
Kill
divinium
him,
sword.
kill him.
Right.
Yeah. But
then
Because-
also
line.
Huh?
Nothing in this realm. I cannot
Right.
die in this realm.
I'm not from
yeah.
this realm, bro. Like,
Blah 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 blah. And
we are
then,
not the same.
and then that's when finally Rhea's like, "Okay, I guess I'll do something."
right.
But was
Come
it
on.
Rhea? I thought it was
Oh,
I thought,
you're right. It wasn't.
yeah, it was Ava. Ava was like, I'm gonna get the
But you
goons on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what to do.
About that. I forgot about that from first season. That the Halo brings the Trask,
Yep.
Mhm.
which now makes sense because they're trying to get the fucking Halo back for Rhea.
Right back. So the Taras come. Michael's like, I thought again. So to King's point earlier, I guess the demons are stronger than these angels because whatever pulled Rhea out, right? And now you see that Michael was Angel was literally powerless against the Tarask.
But I
What
feel
you
like the Taras were like divinium
Are they
transformers.
just swole? just more
Yeah.
swole.
I think they're made out of divinium, and so
Oh,
I am speculating here, but I feel like maybe that's how they were able to like rip him apart.
No, but doesn't Divinium kill them? Like that's how she killed them with the Divinium sword in the first season.
I don't know. Well,
all I
science.
know is we got ripped the fuck apart by something not of this realm.
Yeah, and like
Right.
just turned into pudding. all
Mhm.
over the wall.
They're gonna kill you, and they're like, no,
The
no.
craziest part of all of this is what's her name is stuck to the wall somewhere.
Is that what was happening? I missed whatever was happening. That Lilith was just standing there, and she like
Lilith
kind of like, I'm gonna
was
go.
Oh, because
really
I think she got stuck by the divinium
no. When
shrapnel.
the bomb was going off, she
Oh.
literally jumped and
Oh.
said, "Not today," and stuck herself to the wall and watched
That's
as
right.
they and watched
Oh,
as
because
they
she
killed her
used her
nigga.
claws to like
Right.
dig into the wall.
And she literally watched as they killed her nigga. She didn't even try to help him.
Yeah, I was wondering
She
why she was just
It's
on the
like
wall.
till
I was
death do
very
us part,
confused about
sir.
that.
is right.
I am
Like
not ride or die.
he was getting she just left him.
I was very
um
confused about all.
Somebody got to live to tell the story.
Ava's on the floor bleeding out, I guess. B comes in. He's like, "No, Ava, whatever, whoop, whoop." Ray is like, "I go. I'm gonna catch y'all later." Didn't really say nothing.
Just walk back through. Like, oh, she
Literally.
did.
Right.
Raya did stop the Taras from killing
Right. She was
Ava,
like,
and yeah,
"Yeah, all right,
She's like,
all right, my
"You good?"
guys, we
yeah, we
did
good.
good.
Y'all can go.
Let's go." Right. Ray really just said, "Peace out. I'm heading back home real quick." Lilith comes down and goes, "You know the only way to save her, right?"
How come Beatrice was like, who was that? And Ava was like, I don't know.
See, because Ava's stupid. Okay. No, again, like we've established that Ava is stupid, right? Because she again had a reason. She could have talked to everyone about Lilith. She could have made a plan for Lilith, but never did. And so it's kind of weird that she decided that's how she wanted to end it. But yeah, so Lilith comes down and says, "Hey, we gotta, the only way to save her is to, send her back over there." Obviously, B doesn't want to let her go because I love her.
That's her boo.
Right.
They ain't even get to
Finally,
snuggle.
right. And then she puts her through and she's gone. Lilith, I think, says to B, something's coming or someone's coming or something
There's a
more is
holy
coming.
war coming.
Right. And then
We're
dips
on the same side.
again.
I hope we're on
Just
the same side.
what other side would you be on? Okay. What? No, seriously. What other side would you be on?
Who's the foe? Because
That's what I'm
Lilith has
saying.
already proven that she is going to follow whoever caters to her ego.
Right. She disappears, and then I think B's like, "Yeah, I'm done with the OCS for life. I'm not a for lifer like y'all thought. I gotta go because my boo's gone." And everyone's
I
kind of
kissed a girl and I
like,
realized that there are things that I need to experience.
"Ooh, you think she's gonna go? You think she's gonna go find that girl from the bar?
I would love that, but no.
What? Why no? I mean, Ava's dead.
Okay, they had like one moment. How's she gonna find her? They didn't even trade names.
Don't just go back to the bar. Go back to man. She's probably gonna
Like,
go
she'll
back
be
to
back there.
managing the bar. Right.
Learn how to
You think
drink.
she's gonna go back to somewhere she's already been when Ava was like, be free and just like live your fucking life?
I don't think B is gonna be free. I'm sorry. If anyone was gonna be free, it would be Lilith, and she's proven that she can be free. I don't think it's B. Ooh,
We got to see B's hair as she walked out of that
right,
convent.
right. She
She's gonna
did.
be free. She's gonna live her life.
Okay,
Mhm.
we'll see.
She's gonna come back because that sword was
Vincent is back. Vincent is back with the
Walking
OCS,
amongst the people. Yeah.
right? Um, Yasmin is officially OCS member. And the sword glowed.
How
All
old
right.
do you think Ava will be the next time we see her?
Oh
That's good.
shit!
I thought about that too. I was like, is she just gonna like go over there for, an hour or two in our time just to kind of
Yeah,
refresh and then like pop back? Or is she gonna come back and be 50?
that's
Okay.
gonna be interesting because then what do you do? Like you have this actress who is, I mean, you just
Well, I wonder if the halo will keep her young or whatever. But
I
that's
was
all I
gonna
can think
say.
about when she like left.
I mean, because let's assume Adriel stole the halo and was that. I don't know. That's gonna be very interesting to see. So now there's all these questions, right? Is Ava gonna come back? Is she gonna come back older? Is
How did Michael get back?
That's the other thing. I don't
that's
know.
another
And
and it was
Rhea
never
was just like, here you go.
yeah, because wouldn't you he would have needed a portal, right?
Hmm.
It could have been one of the times like mom went to go pee or go shower and like he was like, go now, go now, go now. It
And
was
then he
like
like popped in and tiptoed through the house, like, who gotta go?
like go now, go now, go now. Like,
I guess that's fair, but
oh, your mom's showering
no, they never
because
really say.
right, Rhea's
Yeah,
probably
I bet he
looking
came through. Yeah, he came through on like Stonehenge or some shit, and
right,
that's
right.
where Ava
Maybe
will pop up and
yeah,
then be
maybe
like, "I
next
was
season.
lost for a little bit."
Yeah, maybe next season we find out that there's something else, another portal, and I'm very interested to finding out this evil or is it a new evil or is it someone we know? Is it Rhea? Like this
I
holy
feel like it's
war,
gonna be Raya.
right? Because is she really on our side or she was just trying to get her power back to fill in the vacuum? You know, so it's gonna be an interesting third season though. If we get a third season, hopefully Netflix gives us a third season. I'm excited though. I thought
Come
this
on,
was a
Netflix.
very I thought this was a very good season and I thought it ended really well. Um Also it ended in a way that if we don't get a third season, it's still a very sad to
You're
me.
okay.
It's still a
Yeah,
very satisfying. It's not like I need. Oh my god! Like it was such a cliffhanger because again, from season one all the way into season two is vanquished. You have to write a new bad, or that
yeah,
should be as good. So I don't know. I don't know. If it ended today, I think it ended pretty good. So I'm satisfied with it.
yeah.
Y'all satisfied with the ending as well, right?
Mm, I guess.
I'm okay with it. Like it left me in a good place. I would have liked to have seen Todd get unpossessed and then Camilla be like, you know what?
Let's go on
I
that date.
started when I was 15 and I kind of need to like see what
Your
not
hoe.
nunning is about. Yeah.
I can eat something
Like I
else.
need my whole face.
My hoe. I was
like
about to
a
say she go.
like a
Oh
rum
man.
springer for nuns, like a nun springer where they just get to go out and be wild for like 6 months and then come back.
Right. So yeah,
I,
but that is that.
I'm
Go ahead.
curious to know like how they're gonna fight demons without someone to see the demons.
Which is why the
Because the
warrior nun has
whole
to come back.
right, right, the whole the whole yeah, the whole order needs the warrior nun, right? Um,
Badass is hanging out.
right. Maybe
Which
Ava sends him.
I would watch too. Like just badasses hanging out, like mercenary nuns for hire, rescuing people from kidnappings and shit. I'm
Do
for it.
you? But okay, and then we also have to talk about the fallout from the Catholic Church. What
Yeah,
happens in that world now?
all those
That
cardinals were dead.
yes, that's gonna be sick,
Italy must be in chaos.
right? Not in that voice though. That's the movie trailer voice. Italy must be in chaos.
Italy is in chaos.
I'm just saying, all the heavy Catholic countries.
Right. So there's a lot. Again, I think the core people in the show kind of have a good ending, good to great ending. But like the world of the show, like the world that they've built, is literally in chaos because the cast to have fallout from the age old debacle. Christian and Jillian's company has to have fallout from the age old debacle. Um,
Hmm.
how okay, so Jillian must have known, right, that her son gave his life up, to fight this demon. How is she
Well,
handling that?
but they had that touching moment where he told her, like, even if I die, just know that there's a piece of me still living on because a piece of me is still
I feel
over
like
there.
knew by then.
Oh, I was gonna say on the wall, like what?
Wow.
I thought it, Mo. I thought it before when I was like, he just
A piece of
everywhere. Like
me, because you kept
he's
saying you
really
used your hands
everywhere
to say a
now.
piece of me, like somehow on the wall. Like, come on. So yeah, like all of these things have like effects. I think the biggest one that would be I would if they do come back, I'd like to see them deal with is literally the fall of the Catholic Church. Is the Catholic Church fallen? How are people handling faith now? Like, is
How are
faith
they
a thing in this
recovering?
world? How are you praying? Like, these are things. I'm being like
But
super like.
you are, yeah, you're thinking a lot about this, but I get the feeling just as with the beginning of this season when we're like, how did they get here? What happened in between? How did they get out? Like all of these questions, they're just going to jump back to a point. They're not going to tell you how long it's been. And then they're just going to start with the thing and be like, don't worry about all that other shit. It's in the past. Focus on now. Focus on this right here because this is what we need you to see. But they're not going to go through and do a whole bunch of
No,
I mean, but if you think about it though,
fleshing out that.
this is not
I'm
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
okay, but they did though I think throughout the season gave us like a little bit of a piece, right? It's like, okay, here, this happened, and then we finally see how they showed us how they escaped, and then they kept saying, oh, um, people put it on Instagram, people put it on TikTok. I think those that was their way of filling in the blanks from the from the Adriel thing at the end of that episode. I think that's how they'll do it if we do. Huh?
Well, we might get to see what Beatrice is doing, not with the nunnery. And I mean, if she's living life out
I
and about,
promise you, she's
hear
back
back.
running that bar. I promise you. I I
I hope
I, I
not.
would I
She
would
was
like
really
to
good at
be
it.
I would like to be you and give her like, oh my god, she's gonna be so like not rigid, but she is. I think there's only a little. I don't think she's gonna like break free that. Excuse me. Again, it depends on how much time has passed.
True. Yeah. I mean, and
And then
but she might go out and like live her life on some what would Ava do type
right,
stuff. So
true,
I'm just gonna go be
true.
reckless because she's not here and she can't do that anymore.
I don't think she
Yeah,
can.
exactly. See, you don't even think she'll do
She's not
that.
even capable.
No, but I'm just saying, if B is out in the world, we're gonna hear just like when they were working at the bar and Ava overheard them talking about Adriel and
Or
about
do you
his
think she's gonna be
followers. So we're
like,
gonna see like
oh,
B in a freaking coffee shop typing on her laptop, and then customers are talking about how crazy how the Pope just burned on up, right?
right,
Or
right,
whatever.
right, right? Why do they sound like they're from the deep south? they're probably gonna
Where
be.
B is gonna go.
They're probably gonna be Europe.
Like she could be in Georgia.
Golly, good golly, crazy how the pearl burned up.
I don't know where she's gonna be.
Why did Bree? I felt like Bree did this. No, or okay, this is another possibility for B, right? She's out there, and instead of like living her life, she's like being a super badass for people, like probably
Mercenary for hire.
right,
Crime
She could be a
fighter.
right.
combination.
Would she would she
Mm.
keep the leather habit for that?
I mean, it's probably
I,
fitted to her.
listen,
Those things were skin tight.
that is a whole. Again, it
New fetish
was
unlocked.
You.
it was it was achievement
It
unlocked.
was always within you, Mo.
No, it
You just didn't
wasn't
know it was
me.
there.
It wasn't me. It was
It
what's
was
her name?
Yasmin.
It was Yasmin. It wasn't me. It was Yasmin. But yeah, so like if we do get a new season, a season 3, I hope these are the things they answer. If not, I'm fairly okay with this.
Yeah.
Again, I think when we're mad at Netflix for canceling shows, it's they cancel a show that
With the huge cliffhangers, all your characters are miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least this is like Ava's in the spirit world, living life with Rhea, who's probably. That's the one thing I do want if a new season happens. I want Ava to come back and be like, yo, guys, it was awesome. And for Lilith to overhear and be like, why didn't they want me?
Right.
Girl over the place. I didn't see
What's
anyone, but I
wrong with
felt it.
me?
Oh my gosh.
You remember
Lilith
she like went over in the portal and was like, I didn't see anyone, but I was in the desert and I could feel that they didn't want me. And that's all she got. And that's
Right.
when she went to
Right.
Israel.
Like,
So I
how
went
does she not have scales? How did she come back and not be a dragon?
Yo.
Look at me.
Right. And I would also want to know, like, what's going on with Lilith. Is she like full on dragon now? It's like
Now
she fully
Lilith would be the
scaled.
dominatrix.
Okay.
He
Okay.
could be
I'm
Gotta
gonna
pay
say
for rent
this.
some kind of way.
I'm gonna say this. No, they got a house. When Lilith was in her full like get up, she had
thirsty Mo.
it was there. That's all I'm saying.
What was
It,
it?
it was tagging. Like I was like, hold on, Lilith, is this what is under your little hat? Like, whoa, okay,
Your little hat.
your little habit. Like, is this what is under your gown? Mm.
Blasphemy. This is
Thank
blasphemy.
you, Netflix, for exposing Mo to new heights, new
Listen,
things to
I didn't think I
explore.
could get there, but I'm like, yo, I'm watching a nun show. Let me chill. But I'm like, I can't look away. It's in my face. Like, what the fuck? And then she's hanging on the wall. I'm like, whoa. Anyways, thank you for thank y'all for doing Warrior on season 2. I really it's been long. It's been a minute, and I'm glad we could come back to do this. Netflix, if you're listening to us, if you're listening to this, please bring back Tresse, because why not?
God.
Right?
Please.
Like, it was so dope.
So good.
It was so
And
good.
representation matters. So
Facts.
do that shit.
Or maybe do like let's not go. I was about to maybe do live action, but like, nah, we're okay. We're good. We're good.
No.
Give us
yet.
animated.
Yeah,
not yet.
Not yet. Cause niggas still remember what's that one with the book?
Oh, Death Note.
Death Note. Niggas still remember that one. And what was
And we're a little worried about Avatar.
listen, because I'll tell you why I'm even more worried about Avatar. Because they just did the one with was not Trigon, that's Vash Stampede. They just did the space one, Cowboy Bebop.
They did. And that shit got canceled before the first episode even came out.
Bruh, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I
never
couldn't get
actually watched
past.
that one. Was it good?
I didn't
Did you-
bother. Why bother?
Yeah, I
Like-
watched it, but I was worried.
No.
were
Apparently,
like,
it
"It's
gets
out,
it
it's
gets through the
canceled."
first arc, so it ends the first arc, but it's not. So the thing that killed that one is they tried to do it too much like the anime, and John Cho is not a young guy, right? So you could tell when the moves
Like,
are
I'm
moving.
tired.
Yeah, so it looked good. I'll say that. So, but yeah, I'm worried about Avatar just for that reason. But bring back Tresse while I had it. I'm sure Bree would love it.
Yes.
I would too, but Bree
We would love it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so thank you again for doing Warrior Nun. Hopefully we get a third season of Warrior Nun. We are going to be doing Wednesday. Don't know when. It was so funny when I asked it for Wednesday, and you guys were like,
And then you just said it. I'm like, what are we doing Wednesday? We didn't talk about this.
I don't know, like Wednesday.
Like, I mean, I guess I'm free, but
Oh, we're gonna be talking Wednesday. Not too sure when, but maybe next weekend,
I can do that.
or maybe on Wednesday.
next weekend.
Next weekend. All right. So we'll see you next weekend for Wednesday.
Friday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.